Good afternoon. This is Andy, CEO of Panther Strategies. And before we get started here today, I just wanted to give a thanks to all those who have engaged in our culture and are already diversifying and preparing themselves on a global scale. Last month was, as you know, strategic metals. And so thank you for all that engaged in Panther Strategies and found out the value of owning and maintaining strategic metals. So we will get started. Again, welcome to Panther Strategies. The best way to start this business overview is when we talk about return on energy. You're going to expend so much energy to build a business, but wouldn't it be nice if all of your products were money? So that's exactly what we have. Everything that we have on Panther Strategies is based in and around on principles, strategies of money. And as some of you know, or if you're new to this call, last month, our very first month was Strategic Metals Month. And we started with GA and IN, which is germanium, gallium, and indium, 31 to 184% when we look at the numbers and appreciation over the last 2 years. That's exactly what we offer with Strategic Metals. So all of our products are money. So rare colored diamonds the last 2 years might be the one of the best hidden assets on the planet. Of course, rare colored diamonds are 1 in 10,000, meaning every 10,000 diamonds that are mined, only one is a colored diamond. Pink diamonds are up about 700%, blue diamonds 413, yellow 365 over the last 2 years. So this is something that we're going to roll out in the very near future. And green, when you look at green diamonds, it is very popular right now and is trending in China, the biggest GDP in the world. So we look for diamonds to be that great real property product that makes a lot of sense when you look at macroeconomics and its appreciation. So rare colored diamonds, 2-year performance there are outstanding. Then we get into precious metals and what I call insurance, because I don't look at gold and silver as a investment. I look at it as a insurance. And over the last 10 years, AG 200, AU 200, meaning your insurance, as you insure every aspect of your life, whether it be a car, boat, home, mortgage, life, you also need to, and very few people do this, you need to protect your wealth and you need to hedge against fiat currency and paper assets. And in the last 10 years, my insurance, if you will, my holdings in gold and silver have doubled in value. Now, I also track gold and silver, where the last 3 crashes on the stock market, where we got into some fiscal problems due to very lax monetary policies. Gold and silver is one of those real property assets that are a necessity. And silver, the last crash, 2008, the subprime meltdown, silver rose 500%, where gold only increased 200%. So next week, as you know, at Atlas Forge, our flagship product, I'm going to explain the ratio between silver and gold, how to buy it, when you should buy gold and sell silver, or when you should sell your silver and buy gold. It's a proven method that has a track record. Everything's cyclical. So we'll share those with you next week on the Atlas Forge call, so be sure to get on that. Okay, as we look at rare whiskeys now, it says 50 to 500% in the last 2 years. And that is just the median average. I've also seen the rarest of the rare whiskeys in China, Japan, where this asset, rare whiskey, is flying off the shelves and people doubling their money every 6 months. Now, of course, it depends on the rarity of the whiskey, but for a real property asset, I can't think of anything better. And why we really have all of our products as real property, because the flight from paper assets to real property is at an all-time high. Most investors, most wealthy people see the sign on the wall that says, okay, now's the time to get out of paper assets and move into something tangible, something solid, something like real property assets, because all the indicators are there worldwide. Currency wars, trade wars, the geopolitical arena around the world is just out of control. The financial markets are shaky at best, highest price to earnings ratio in history. So it just makes a lot of sense to get into some real property. And that's what we do here at Panther Strategies. Cryptocurrency, another one, it's been deemed as real property, meaning you have a capital gains. And this segment of financial real property world or assets, this has exploded onto the scene the last couple of years. We've made many, many people multimillionaires over the last several years in cryptocurrency. We'd like to make you a millionaire. It takes a little bit of time, a little bit of education that we're going to provide, but cryptocurrency, it'll be here. It's going to be the money of the future, the money of the internet. It was only natural that, in the 1990s and the dot-com booms, that we built this infrastructure for communication. It's only natural that a money or a cryptocurrency would follow and be able to transact really hands off online. So of the products that we have, 3 of them that I know are category creators, that are strategic metals, diamonds, and whiskeys, that I've yet to see anybody anywhere in the world have these absolutely fantastic real property products, strategic metals, diamonds, and whiskeys, where I think of it as your return on your investment or your energy. You're building a business, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of energy to build your business. But what we offer that nobody else offers is our products. You can earn passive residually. So you're doubling your efforts. It makes a lot of sense in this day and age to build a business that, quite honestly, it's something that you need to do anyway. So we look at be your own bank. And that's the most prevalent thing I can think about in the 21st century when I look at the world from a perspective of macroeconomics is you got to be your own bank. You got to have your own plan B. You better have your own little nest egg that's not dependent upon a government or an elected official or a bank representative controlling your money. You've got to own, maintain, and control your own money to succeed these days. Everything, it seems, is in jeopardy. So what I'm saying is you need to be proactive. There's a clear and present danger in the world right now, and it's happening all around the world, and it's called debt. The world is approximately $300 trillion in debt. It's not just the United States printing money like crazy. You got to remember the old theory of how to get out of these financial problems. I mean, this happens throughout humanity is governments print money and spend, and they actually teach our kids and they teach us that the way to survive or the way to make this work is to go shopping. I've heard many presidents over the last 10, 20 years that their idea of solving this debt problem is to go out and spend to incur more debt. And that's just totally ridiculous. So ownership, meaning fiat currency, pensions, 401ks, be very careful how much influence or how much of a position you have in paper assets because they're very risky right now. You need to diversify. The key to the next decade or two, which I will be the most challenging in your lifetime, the key to survive and thrive is diversification. So with that said, we're first to market, and that has a huge advantage in anything that you would do because you're going to get the lion's share of the revenue. You're going to open up and penetrate new countries and new groups of people and entrepreneurs. And we don't have any competition right now. Like I said, category creator. We're the first ones to bring diamonds, strategic metals, and whiskeys to a platform that has a distribution arm, meaning you're going to get paid on those products. So we have no competition to speak of. Penetration of markets are wide open. You're going to be able to make more money on your efforts, and that's key. So we look at what is Panther Strategy and how is it really delivered. It's an international turnkey opportunity where we're in hundreds of countries. We have replicated websites. We're working on business tools. We already have Atlas Forge and Panther Strategies, where these are the company websites. Atlas Forge is the flagship product that provides all the education and the shopping carts for all of our products. Whether you're in Panther or Atlas, everything is checked out through Atlas Forge. And you got to look at, we're giving rewards. One of the ways that we pay you is in real property, residual passive products that are better than fiat money, in my opinion. And lastly, it's inexpensive to get involved. You can start with as little as 200 euros, have a turnkey international business at your fingertips. It's that easy. Financial education you won't get in school. This is our flagship product, Atlas Forge, and we were blessed enough here at Panther Strategies to have a working relationship with Atlas Forge, the education company. They provide education and vetted professionals from around the world that deal in nothing but real property. And the value that we have from Atlas Forge and the education of these vetted experts is they all talk about real money, and they talk about the value of diversification. So it's a great place where you can learn and earn. It's, if you will, Atlas Forge College, because we're going to teach you about real money. Things you won't learn in school, definitely not in high school or college. And we absolutely love it. There's a niche there. There's a need for good, sound information in this world of, fake news and the internet and fraud and all these different things. That's why we built Atlas Forge. We're in essence passing along our contacts, our information, our experience from our trusted friends and professionals that we invest in, that we plan on retiring from. So that's what Atlas Forge is. Diversify your assets and income in one opportunity. And that's the beautiful thing about what we have. When I talk about ROE, return on energy, not only are you building a business, but you're also building your portfolio. You're building your diversification. You're building your plan B. It's the one-stop shop. You can get paid in real property. It's an additional income stream. We always teach on Atlas Forge is the very first step is to get out of debt and then protect what you have. Protect from a position of strength and speculate in a safe environment. Well, this is the first step. If you're in debt, or even if you're not in debt, that's even better. Panther Strategies was designed to be that one-stop shop where you can earn and learn and diversify all in one shop. So it's absolutely leveraged when it comes to return on energy. Membership has its privileges. Being a member in Panther Strategies, automatically you become a diversified entity from the moment you buy your very first membership package, because a portion of that, 20% of all memberships sold, go towards a passive residual product. Whether you want gold, silver, strategic metals, whiskeys, diamonds, or you want to learn about cryptocurrency, you have the ability to do that from day one. So from day one, you have the ability to earn a residual income. You're diversified. You become global. You have assets outside of your home country. You're earning passive residually off of the products that we offer. You get a 3% discount on strategic metals. And oh, by the way, in our comp plan, which is very, very affiliate friendly, you can earn 7 different ways. The very first way is direct sales rewards. You introduce somebody to our business, you're going to earn anywhere from 5 to 15%. Panther Career Bonus. And I look at this as somebody that's engaged in our culture, that's growing a business, training, and working hard to spread the word, the information, the education that we provide. And this is on a monthly basis, minimum 200 euro, all the way up to 50,000 euros per month. Check it out on the comp plan. It's really nice. Atlas Forge subscription. Here, Atlas Forge is the educational site. It's a subscription-based educational platform that 30 or 60 euros a month. And for every personally referred individual that may just want to learn and have access to our products to earn passively, every time they renew their subscription, whether that's monthly or yearly, you're going to earn either 5 euro or 10 euro. So you have the best of both worlds with Atlas Forge. That's a retail site that maybe your clients don't need or don't want a income producing platform like Panther Strategies. Instead of losing that business or losing that client, you can still bring them on Atlas Forge on a monthly subscription and earn. And as your group grows and as you share it with more and more people, why, of course, that will increase. Club Forge Rewards. This will be the #1 way that you get paid. But Club Forge Rewards, this will be the #1 way that you get paid in the club membership. Club Forge Rewards, meaning every time you build your business and you have products sold or membership sold or subscription of Atlas Forge, every product that we have, every subscription, every membership that's sold generates commissionable value. And in the Club Forge Rewards, this will be the way that you make the most amount of money. Is every time you get 500 club points left and 500 club points right, you're going to earn what we call Club Forge Rewards, which is cycling. And then for you leaders, we have something absolutely great, club matching bonus, meaning if you're one of those guys that go out and just recruit and spread the word and share our business opportunity, you should be rewarded for that. So we pay up to 22% total, meaning 3 generations of bloodline. Any personally sponsored individuals, you're going to earn 10% of whatever they earn. And then as they bring in and build their team, they're personally sponsored, you would earn 7%. And then their people 5% for a total of 22%. So then we have the very last really neat thing that we put into the comp plan because it's so motivating for people. We've got great feedback on the car bonus. And we're 300 euros to 1,250 euros per month that you can qualify, get a beautiful car for 300 to 1,250 euros per month. And then we have incentives as well. Within the Panther Career Bonus, as you build your business, you're going to earn incentives along the way, not only 200 to 50,000 euros per month. The very first month that you qualify for whatever career bonus that is, you will earn the incentive. It starts out with like an iPad, and then there's some diamond investments or whiskey investments in there, a new Jaguar car as an incentive. We have a villa in there. So we've got cars, villas, electronics, and then real property investments as well in the incentives. So it's a very, very lucrative comp plan, very robust. It was made with really the intent of getting people into profitability. And what we've learned over the years that profitability equates to retention. So if you can get people into profitability, they'll never leave your company. And that, my friend, is a recipe for success. So that's why we built the comp plan the way we did. Okay, this business, because I know a lot of very successful networkers around the world, multi-million-dollar earners, and many different types of businesses, this can coexist with anything you're currently doing. Whether you're a 9-to-5 worker, whether you're a network marketer, whether you're an entrepreneur, you can work from home, no schedule, no boss, no commuting, no sales quotas. That's what's beautiful about being an entrepreneur is you're your own boss. You're finally going to earn what you're worth. You don't have to listen to a boss. You don't have any sales quotas, no traffic. So when I look at a program that can coexist with anything, and why can we do that? Because the common denominator is the more money that you make with whatever endeavor you're in is the more you have to protect what you have. And the more money you make, the more vulnerable you are to lawsuits, taxes, encumbrances on your lifestyle. People always say, oh, if I could just make more money, that would solve my problem. And that's not the case. You can earn more money, but once you earn more money, how are you going to protect it? It's easy to make money. It's hard to keep what you earn because of taxations and fees and regulations and all those different types of things. You need to learn how to leverage your time, your energy, and most importantly, your assets. And once you can control that and you get a good handle on that, then you should be good to go. And that's exactly what we're doing here at Panther Strategies. So the future. We are betting heavily on the future. We look at the future being electronic vehicles. You look around the world and every major manufacturer in the world, from the mega facility that they're just now starting to build in China through Elon Musk and Tesla, electric vehicles are mandated in production for the biggest GDPs in the world in India and China. Drones are going to be the de facto delivery system for the Amazons, the Pizza Hut, the Dominion, or the Domino's pizzas. Drones will be at some point, or at least very quickly, you'll see here in the next year or two, where drones will have logistics and a delivery mechanism and system that you'll see throughout the world. And then slowly but surely it'll evolve into, passenger drones, where I know now they can use anti-gravitational or magnetic propulsion to generate power for these drones. Some of them use solar energy, and some of them are man-made already, meaning you can have your own personal little drone that you can get in and fly around. Totally exciting, totally the future. Cryptocurrency, think of it this way, cryptocurrency and blockchain are the future. It is the newest payment vehicle known to man. These things take sometimes decades to roll out, and you're seeing that now here in cryptocurrency. Every payment processing or vehicle used in the past, whether it was gold, silver, or farm animals or plastic or credit cards, they all took decades or longer to penetrate the market. And then we look into robotics, and this one, more than anything, could change the way that you live, because we look at robotics evening the playing field in production, meaning the average worker over a period of time, their production has increased greatly, but their income has remained indolent or slow moving. So robotics kind of levels the playing field. Typically, an American businessman, for example, would go manufacture widget A in a third world country because the labor is so much less expensive. When you get into robotics 10 years from now, when robotics are making the pizza and the fast food and in all the manufacturing and all those blue collar jobs that they're going to take over, it evens the playing field as far as being able to import and export products. But what it doesn't do is take care of the blue collar worker. So I would highly advise take a good look at Panther Strategies now before you're faced with that decision on what you're going to do or possibly losing your job. Solar and wind power, this is the future. Because of green initiatives around the world, solar and wind power are a means of energy that are good and clean, and there's a lot of money behind these. So I think that's the future. And 5G smartphones and microchips. And I'm going to get into my last slide, and I dedicated a whole slide to this. Guys, and I know you don't know this, but 5G will change every portion of your life and your family's life, your business, the way you drive, the way you do everything will be influenced by 5G. 5G will be the next blockchain or cryptocurrency, a disruptor that you've ever seen. And as you can see here on the slide, it's just now started to build the infrastructure for 5G. And why 5G is going to be dominant, I mean dominant, is everybody's going to be on 5G because you can download a 2.5-hour movie in 5 seconds. It's what's going to give the logistics and the brains to autonomous cars and drones. Everything's going to be interconnected. It's the missing puzzle of the 21st century and the Internet of Things. Everything's going to run on 5G. It's finally at a speed where it can predict an accident. So instead of 4G that might stop your car in 5 feet, 5G stops your car in 4 inches because it's much, much faster. It's responsive. And 5G will change the world. So all of these towers that they're building, not the big ones that you see when you drive down the highway, but these are going to be local, like every 200 or 300 feet in every major city. And they're going to run these smart cities, these smart computers and phones, and it'll dominate as far as technology. The wireless revolution is here and it's coming very quickly. It'll be that platform that allows all innovations and technologies to run smoothly and seamlessly and autonomously. And it's probably the best innovation that we've seen since the internet, or maybe blockchain, or the steam engine, or the Model T. That's how much influence it'll have, and it's just getting started. Now, what's beautiful about all of these things that I talk about, and I'll go back just one slide here, is electronic vehicles, drones, robotics, solar, wind, 5G. The key is those microchips. For example, an iPhone has 7 microchips per phone. You could not build the infrastructure and have all this innovative high technology without microchips. And every one of these products utilizes strategic metals for their use, their construction, and silver. So we look at the demand of these electronic devices. And remember, everything you do, when you look at it from an investment standpoint, one of the very first rules is you have to invest in what people are habitually addicted to. And that is electronic vehicles, definitely computers and smartphones. All of these products, all of these conveniences are tied together by 5G. And that's the future. So with that said, Panther Strategies is that one-stop shop for all things real property. It leverages and increases your return on energy. So thank you for coming to the call today. Exciting. We're excited to be able to be privileged enough to work with some great manufacturers and companies around the world that allow us to provide these products for you. So with that said, this is Andy, CEO, Panther Strategies. Have a great day.